everyone, welcome to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel. This is Rena, and today we have Oh Puppy Tree. This is part of the Mama Elephant 7th anniversary release, and this will be available on September 15th, along with a lot of other new goodies. So I've stamped out the images in Memento Tuxedo Black ink on Neenah 110 pound paper. So today I'm going to use Copic markers to color this amazing image. I'm so happy the puppy tree came out. I really loved the kitty tree, but in the back of my mind, I was wishing and wishing for puppies, and I love it because I am a huge animal person, but I am especially a dog person, so these puppies were right up my alley. I love them. So whenever I have to color these image-heavy stamps, I really do like to stare at it for a while and kind of plan out how I'm going to color it. And I try to find common things between all of the images just so I can create a little bit of cohesion. And then sometimes I'm totally random. But this is the first time I was coloring it, so I was noticing that there was 16 dogs. So I thought, oh, maybe I should color 4 the same color, and I would have 4 groups of 4 color combos. And then I also noticed that they have different holiday accessories. So I definitely wanted to keep all of the holiday accessories in sort of the traditional red, green, and yellow colors. And for this, I just decided to use just different colors, so the next time I color it, I would know which ones looked best. So I was just having fun with this particular image, just trying to see what different colors look like and what I wanted to do. And I loved seeing all of what the design team did with the Oh Kitty tree. They did all the different spots and stuff, and I attempted it here, and I didn't didn't like how it turned out, so I colored over it. And I didn't want to have one spotted dog and then no other spotted dogs because I wanted them all to be one color. So I decided to color over that. But I think I'll try that next time. So I also decided that I wanted them to have all the same color blush. And I used a very light red violet color. And I think it just brings the same color to each of the dogs, and it just makes them match a little bit more. I'm using the E50 color for snouts, R20 for the insides of the ears on the dogs, all the same. Here's that RV color with the blush and it's a very light color. I think this is either RV10 or RV11, and it'll just give it like a hint of color, but it just gives a little bit of warmth to the little puppy faces. All of them are going to have the same color noses. I believe I'm using a cool gray for that. I also wanted them to have all the same color noses, and it just puts a little bit of dark color so they stand out a little bit more. So I really liked how this image turned out. Here's what it looks like all colored up. I love it so much. So I made a very weird card today, y'all. In my mind, I wanted to create one of those honeycomb type table decorations. And it's easier to do. You have to do a lot of folding in half, and it's easier to do when your shape that you're folding in half is sort of equidistant, like a circle or a square. The Oh Puppy tree, it's not even on both sides, so I created a template, and then I'm marking off my Oh Puppy trees in the middle. That way, when I fold them in half, I'm folding them half in the same spots. So this is very important. So with my markings, I'm taking them to my scoreboard, and I'm scoring them, and they should be in the same spot. So when I fold these in half, they are the same size. This was one of those projects where I didn't create a prototype, and I was creating as I was filming. So I'm behind the scenes, I'm really struggling and screaming at myself. One die cut will lay flat and the others will be folded in half. And I will glue just that half, and I'll make sure that I'm folding the same side on top of it. So this next one is going to be the other side of the tree. So I'll fold it in such a way that I'm gluing the same sides together. I hope that makes sense. I didn't speed up the video so you could see what I'm doing. Well, I didn't speed it up that much. It's so hard to explain. And this part of the project blew my mind, but I got it to work. So I'm folding it so the same sides are going to be glued to each other, and I'm only folding the half. And then I'm just going to adhere a couple of these together to the sort of layeredness that I want. And at this point, I thought I was still making a honeycomb table decoration. And at some point during the process, I didn't want it to be a table decoration anymore, and I thought, oh, maybe I should just slap this on a card. This was a really crazy project, but sometimes you're just invested and you just want to complete it, and you just want your vision to be realized. So my next videos are going to be totally normal. So I'm just powering through this. I'm going to keep adhering my layer and matching the sides together. And I just want it to look like a layered Christmas tree, and I wanted to see the layers from the side of the card. So that's kind of what I was going for here. And again, usually I test these things out, but I just decided to go for it. So here, the last piece that I'm going to adhere, one side is going to be adhered to all of the other layers that I had been adhering to each other, and then the other side will be adhered to that first flat piece, and I'm only putting glue on the sides and not the bottom, because all of those layers created sort of this gap, and I didn't want to adhere the bottom because it wouldn't fold correctly. So I was really nervous when I had to score my colored piece. So nervous, and thank goodness I didn't throw my template away. But I decided, you know what, we have to finish this. So I'm just kind of testing it out, seeing if I adhered everything correctly, seeing where I'm going to adhere it to the front. I'm going to mark the front, because I'm going to ink blend all the layers green, because I really wanted this to look like a tree. So I also didn't want to use colored paper because I did use quite a lot of paper. So I just used, I believe, 80-pound white paper, and then I'm going to ink blend really solidly the evergreen bow in the Distress Oxide ink. And this is just the perfect Christmas green color. I love it. I mean, I love it when it's not Christmas. So I'm just making sure that my colored piece is scored. And then I just wanted to create a simple background because we had a lot going on with with my layered tree. So this is Tattered Rose. That's my favorite Distress Oxide ink color. I'm taking a sentiment from the stamp set. We're stamping it out in black. And then we're going to adhere the colored image on top of my layered extravaganza. And then we're going to take that whole piece, and then we're going to adhere it to the card front. I did put something heavy on top of it so it could dry really nice and not bow. And that is it. That's my card. Thank you for hanging in there with me. It was a little rough, you guys. So I did color in these extra little images, and I decided to adhere them to the inside of the card for another little extra surprise. I love these images. And then I have the little ARF stamp, and then we're stamping it out a couple of times around the image. And then I'm putting a paper in between because my ink wasn't dry yet before I adhere my panel to my card base. That's what that extra piece of paper there is, because I didn't want the ink to transfer to the other side of the card. Mission complete, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. You know what? I really love the card. I love the little layers. I love the colors. I'm glad that I powered through. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I believe tomorrow we have more penguin goodness. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel and tap on that bell to be notified of future videos. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys. Happy holidays.